And here we go.
Hello.
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 Hi. Okay.
We got
Thing number 2.
a whole bunch of people. We have another new player. So, Weirds, thank you so much for your interest. Hope that this will be a campaign to your liking. I think we got a really good group here. From the first 2 sessions, things kind of just meshed, everybody feeling each other out, but kind of moving forward really nicely. So I'm excited to see continues on. Also have Cheebs, Victor, finally able to.
Hey.
Awesome, great
Yeah,
to
about
have
time.
you again. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
So, any questions getting into Fantasy Grounds, or are we all?
Just
get on my end.
waiting. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the first time you log in usually takes the longest just because you're loading a bunch of different stuff.
That makes sense.
If it does really take a while, cancel and try to rejoin.
Okay. Yeah, we're sitting on 1 minute because we all saw the green button around check for updates, and then it reloaded quickly. So I'm just hoping it resolves. No big issue though.
I got surprised with a 10-hour day yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Scrambled a little bit to get everything done because thought I'd have more time.
Yeah.
That is the life of a DM. There's always something more I could be.
There's always something. Yeah.
Especially when you're running multiple games.
Yeah, yeah.
Could not even imagine attempting the feat.
I've done it a couple times for the Out of the Abyss module 5e back when it first came out. That was
Definitely
fun.
want to run that.
Oh, like the first few sessions is just chaos, and it's so great.
Oh, by the way, DM, I do have a bit of a headache, so I may just blink out towards, just it may just be random. I'm gonna try to tough it out for a bit. But just
you can just send a message in Discord or whatever, dipping out or whatever. Yeah.
It just hit the cancel button to restart it. So okay, there we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, now it's in the final throes. So it just asked me for the password.
Gotcha. Then you see the password where I put that in Discord?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Still doing like warm-up rounds and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, the dice tower looks like a little gargoyle now. That's cute.
All right, so I see everyone loading in. Let us start to hop right in. I don't have any announcements. I think next session is fine, but it might be the one. Yeah, next session, 10th. Then I think we'll be off till January 7th.
Cool.
Got it.
Other than
You
that,
said next session is the 10th.
yeah, should be the 10th. We're going to be probably sticking to the bi-weekly, so if we have to make up anything, we're just going to be skipping that week, essentially, because enough players kind of just like need it to be bi-weekly. They don't have the other Wednesday free. Then I think I will actually be moving things to 7 o'clock. So instead of 6:30,
Got it.
it'll be 7 o'clock, because I heard that that's actually more convenient for.
7 your time zone, which is
Well, I'm central. Yeah, so whatever
Right.
time it is for you
so
right
8
now,
Eastern.
it would be like 30 minutes later than what the original start.
Oh, so we're moving it back?
Just by like half an hour.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Let us perhaps hear about all that has transpired last time we met. The attic of the manor home which our wanderers currently found themselves whispered with memories not meant for the living. Dust hung thick in the air as they approached a child's music box in an off bedroom. Silent only moments before, wound itself and began to play a trembling lullaby. From within, Strahd uncovered the crumpled papers seen earlier, a crude floor plan and a list of recruits, their edges worn by frightened hands. Mother's gentle humming rose on the stale air, soft at first, twisting into something sharp, human as they fled the room. A padlocked door sat further down the attic hallway, waiting for any brave souls to wrest entry. When the lock was fitted open by the key from the music box, the room within revealed its truth. Two small skeletons curled together in a mortal embrace upon the dusty floor. The spirits of the deceased, Rose and Thorn Durst, the household family, peered with mournful eyes but safe embrace. They urged our lost wanderers to enter within the sanctuary of their bedroom and lock the door outside. That way, the monster downstairs couldn't get to them. As Rose detailed the circumstances of their internment, Ember found Rose's diary and read it aloud. Child's scrawl unraveling a grim past. Mother unraveling into obsession. Father dragged down to a terrible fate. The children locked away and forgotten, or ignored, till hunger claimed. Seeking rest, the party set a watch from within the bedroom's safety. The house did not sleep. Ember heard manic laughter echoing from the floors below, while Creed smelled rot, listened as something massive dragged itself past the door, a faint cry of an infant. On Lysa's watch, she heard matronly humming, warm yet very wrong. The house itself seemed quite aware of their presence. Searching. But the sanctuary of the child's bedroom kept them all safe until morning, where Rose's further guidance pointed the displaced adventurers to the dollhouse, its miniature walls revealing a secret passage to the basement. As Ember discovered the real mechanism, hidden panel unlocked by an amber shard found within the kitchen, Sylph opened a nearby trunk, uncovering the starved corpse of Clara, the nursemaid. Her death added a new sickening weight to the house's history. Down the spiral staircase they went, swallowed by darkness as a deep, relentless chant vibrated through the earth. Empty crypts for the family, Gustav, Elizabeth, Rose, Thorn, and one named Walter, sat grimly in the darkness, hinting at greater horrors still buried. The party entered a larger chamber. A vision seized them. Gustav Durst, dragged and then bound to a wooden table where cloaked figures ushered on by Elizabeth tore him apart with tooth and nail, the promise of immortality. The vision dissolved into scattered bones just in time for a worm-like monstrosity to drop from above. It seized Sylph, but rage ignited within him as Creed rushed forward to shield him. An eldritch blast from Lysa ripped through the creature, ending it in a spray of gore. A proper look at the creature revealed the grotesque remains of a once humanoid creature turned monstrous. The flayed corpse of a man whose limbs were bound to its sides, forcing it to slither snake-like to move, and whose head was split, tentacled. Sylph rushed away to get further in and away from the grisly sight. The four ghouls clawed from the earth to surround him as he isolated himself, chanting mindlessly about their beauty and immortality. Battle was vicious, as Sylph fell but rose again through Creed's healing. Lysa and Ember dismantled the undead through spell and fire. Breathless, blood-stained, the party stood victorious. The echoes of chanting still pulse through the chambers ahead. Part of the house is near. The beast still hungers. Sylph, as you remember this encounter that very nearly and quite possibly could have taken your life, what fears or thoughts are crossing your mind?
I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. Any of my clanmates would have performed far better than I would have. As much as I try, every step I take, I feel like my other clanmates would have taken 5 steps greater. I will get them to acknowledge me, but I can't take the exact same path they do. I guess I will say, what do you say your name? I looked over to. I will look over to Creed, and
Creed's not here.
Oh, he's not here. Got it.
Got Ember and Lysa.
I will look over to Lysa and I will say, thank you for your help, Lysa. You've made great use of the powers you've just discovered. I would be dead if not for you. You all. How's the discovering your powers coming along?
It's exciting. I'm not sure what all I'm going to discover, but given our current situation, it's very fortuitous that I haven't discovered a sudden talent for painting or the like. Ember?
Yes, my dear.
What put you on the path to arcane studies? I would think that your elemental heritage would lean more towards an inborn power.
He will just sort of wave his hand as just a tiny, like, candle flame just appears in his grasp, and well, it was actually the inborn capabilities that sparked the curiosity to further my knowledge.
Oh, so you wanted to understand. That's a noble goal.
To understand, to learn just how far I could push this ability to manipulate the weave. And I believe that's my question for an NPC or the Void.
Yes.
How many NPCs to choose from? Do the ghost kids count?
Yeah.
I was gonna say they would, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with a Void question.
Right.
As he's sort of bedding down for the night, he's sort of fiddling with the amber shard that they have found inside the house, and just sort of like holds it up, and he's like looking up at it and just ponders aloud. Are there more of these?
So, as you spent a fitful, restless night within the confines of a bedroom, hoping against all signs that you have currently experienced that the monsters just outside the door are kept at bay, Ember begins to wonder himself. Looking at the amber shard found within the kitchen, keeping in mind his own relic and the knowledge he has contained within, wonders if there might be more to be found. As if answering directly from within the walls, swear you hear a voice. Thus brings us to where we are brought to a time prior to our wanderer's coming, as the world had vanished into gray for 2 others before all of you. Victor and Reju. Cold vapor curls around your boots, swallowing the ground, the sky, the very notion of direction. The mist clings to your skin like damp hands, muffling every sound except your own breaths. Slow, uncertain, echoing back at you in the vast nowhere. Alone. You each walk in isolation as something in the fog urges. Not a voice, not a vision. Pressure. Pull. Sensation that if you stand still too long, mist itself will close upon you like a fist. Shapes drift at the edges of sight, trees half remembered, the ghost of a road, the outline of something moving just behind you when you turn. Always. There are things playing at the edges of... Never do you actually manage to catch sight of them. Time thins. Moments stretch. Mist thickens, then parts, closing again, guiding you like livestock down a narrowing chute. Then you see it. Towering silhouette forming in the haze. Black spires, sealed windows, stone walls rising like the ribs of a long-dead giant. Victor. Your relic. Known only to you. Do not have to tell about and keep it personal, though it is your choice. It warms upon you, beating like a second pulse. The mists behind you close softly with a soft urging you forward. Path forming beneath your feet. The first sight of anything but whiteness and gray. A remembrance, almost, of the colors the world used to know. Cobblestone appearing where there was only fog at your feet. The front door of the manor home creaks open. No wind touches it. Simply, it beckons for you to seek refuge. Your relic is carried away by the wind, finally being tugged, its patterns shifting and turning in the air as it whirls through the streets towards the map. This brings you on the scene, Victor.
Victor would not hesitate at all to chase down his relic. He'd follow it immediately. No thought spared. Right.
It blows away playfully as you get closer, trying to grab at it, till it moves into the threshold of the house.
This is such an important item to me that I do not think about it. I just go in. I need that.
Right. Do you see yourself on the map?
I do.
Okay. So, you have control.
The gate that he is up against here. Yeah, he'd immediately try to find any entrance to the manor that he just watched his relic fly into, so he's gonna do a quick canvassing of the area until he finds an entry point.
Here. You step within. That is when you're able to grab the item that you're chasing after. The mists await outside. A thin veil, almost daring you to come back out. Even though this is a strange home, you are entering without being invited, you feel a sense of safety. Perhaps maybe it's not safety, it's just getting out of those. But either way, as you look out, there is movement. You squint your eyes, looking very closely, remembering all the shapes that you had seen passing in the mist, never able to actually see what it is. You almost don't want to know. The movement continues till finally materializes. We have our second adventurer arrive on the scene. Victor, please describe your character to those of us. Then Reiju, you can describe your character after.
Anybody that saw Victor would see, a pretty rough-looking, graying man, human man, about 42 years old. He's got pretty worn-down equipment. It looks like maybe he may have been a part of a local militia at some point, based off of how his shield and mace look that he carries with him. You can tell that he comes from meager means. His clothes is not ornate. It seems like a lot of it was homemade, and when it was broken and torn, home stitched to be repaired. He has a dense, medium length beard with some shortish hair on top that has a pretty thick layer of graying throughout it. And you can see on the brow of his forehead really dense percolation of cold sweat beading across his face, not from exhaustion or running after his relic, but more so out of relief and the impending panic if he had lost it forever. Yeah.
Very nice. I give you an inspiration for that great description.
Thank you.
Right. Reiju, you have made your way through these mists as well. Traveling along, wandering, unfamiliar with your surroundings. It's odd. You know this is off. Nevertheless, all there is to move forward. Finally, see the manor house breaking through the mist before you. Please describe what we see as you arrive on this.
A shadowed, cloaked figure wanders through and stops to look at the imposing building. Under the cowl, a glint of emerald pair of eyes pierces through the dark within the cowl. Dark clothing, save for maybe a few shimmering fabrics, and long, flowing white hair protrudes through the bottom of the cloak. As she approaches, her figure becomes a little more clearer as she is rather tall and moves with not purpose but with grace as she just slowly makes her way in.
Right. And thankfully, or perhaps not depending on your perspective, you see a figure standing within the doorway. Person. A living soul. Staring out at you much like you are likely staring out at him. Curious, but cautious. Thankful. As you approach, your relic, which again you do not have to disclose, begins to emit a low hum. You smell something like pine needles and earthy soil, which both grow stronger as you get closer to the...
He pauses for a moment and seems to be patting something in her pocket, then looks back up and continues walking forward. She's not averse to the smell. Actually quite welcoming. She stops just short and raises a hand. And at that point, her skin color, a bluish purple, raised in greeting. Hello there.
Hey, you live here?
No. I assume that you do not either.
No, I was just chasing down a wild hare.
Ah.
The mist isn't in here, if you want to come in. I can't tell if anybody's home or not.
It's definitely colder out here. Pardon me. And she just kind of squeeze in.
Yeah, be my guest.
And
Their guest, I suppose, whoever they are.
if you hadn't noticed before, you notice the dark skin, pointy ears, and the graceful gait. This is a drow.
Oh. All due respect, I'm not from around here. If you don't mind me asking, what are you?
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Reju. I hail from a monastery. I am also not from around here. I've never really experienced a place like this.
Yeah.
You notice that she does not have any air of like superiority about her. She seems kind of timid. And somewhat likable.
I'm gonna lean in and just say, well, you're just as much as a stranger here as I am, so... You said it was Rehu?
Oh, sorry. Reju.
Reju. Okay, my bad. And Victor extends his hand and says, "My name's Victor Lieben. Pleasure to meet you."
She will take your hand and shake it gently. It's like, pleasure, Victor.
Victor delicately handles it and asks, "You want to see if anyone's home?"
Would you like to do the honors?
Okay, yeah, Victor's gonna knock on the door and project his voice. Maybe foolhardily and use the cantrip thaumaturgy. And activate it and say, "Hello? Is anybody home? We are a bit lost and could use some help." He's gonna use thaumaturgy to kind of like extend the projection of his voice to the inside of the house and see what comes out of it.
You project your
we hear that
voice.
from the basement?
This is all happening in the past. You are all actually not even here yet. Interestingly.
Oh, so I set the trap. Got it. Or sprung the trap, yeah.
Yeah, so think of this as kind of like a time break, and then we're going to some past events. All right. You project your voice, and it's kind of unsettling. You know spell work. You know your prayers and all of the blessings that you know how to bestow, and it feels muffled, almost like wax placed in your ears that you can't quite hear. You know there's sound, but it's muted somehow. Your thaumaturgy does sound out, but not quite as much as you'd expect. Either way, it should be heard quite easily. And after waiting a couple moments, you do not get a response. The door in front of you slowly opens, revealing an entrance where rusty hinges kind of creak a little bit. Oil lamps hang from the portico ceiling by chains, flanking a set of oaken doors that open into a grand foyer. Where hanging on the south wall is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms. A stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. Mahogany-framed double doors leading from the foyer to the main hall are set with panes of stained glass. This is the family. It reads, Mr. Gustav and Mrs. Elizabeth Durst, with their 2 children, Thornbolt and Rosavalda.
Look kind of stiff and unhappy. Look right to you.
I can't help but notice the 5th member of the family.
Oh, little baby. Yeah.
Yes, but it only mentions their 2 children.
Oh, you know.
It kind of explains the wife's figgy face.
Figgy face. That sounds fun to say. Yeah, I suppose it does seem off, but I mean we don't know them. Maybe this is just a bad day. They all do look very unhappy though. Victor's gonna step into the room right there and poke his head back to his new companion and say, water seems fine. You want to come in?
Yes, please. And she'll turn to close the door and just have that set up. Doesn't feel so damp in here.
It's a different kind of cold.
You also notice that she is not wearing footwear. She has wraps.
As you cross the threshold into the foyer, you hear the squeaky hinges, front door close behind you, and latch.
Oh. Might be a problem for us.
You notice that as well.
Victor's just gonna give it a little push. Nothing.
Does not open.
You know, I had a commander a long time ago that told me sometimes the only way out is through. There's another door over there. Shall we? And right before he starts moving forward, you'd see his in between him kind of form a pinch between his right thumb and forefinger, and a little gold sprite appear out of it, and he would bring it up to his throat and kind of like flick his throat and say, "Let's try that again," and cast thaumaturgy again and try to yell even louder. "Hello? Someone's got to be here. Looking for a little help." He's gonna start moving forward to the next door.
Waiting a little bit, perhaps only just a few moments, for someone to arrive and open the door to you, such is only right as you are entering into a home that isn't yours, uninvited. You feel a presence before hearing it. Sense that someone has come on the other side and is approaching, but you don't hear any movement. Looking through the stained glass within is dark. There is a shadow on the other side of the stained glass. It stops maybe 8 feet from the doorway, just looking at the door.
Victor takes a couple of steps back, very startled, and looks at his new companion and just doesn't say anything, but looks very panicked and just gestures to the door and whispers under his breath, "There's something there."
Reiju will walk forward and take a look through.
But don't you think they responded?
I don't think it knows we're here. And she will open the door. To them.
Victor makes sure that he definitely doesn't have any of his weapons in his hands and his shield is stowed away, and he's just looking as peaceful as possible.
You open the door where you see what looks like the form of a woman standing before the fireplace, looking away from you.
Victor just does like a quick look. Continues to whisper. "Do I What do you want to do?
I suppose make ourselves known? They may be deaf. Reiju starts slowly walking in.
All right, stop. This wide hall runs the width of the house, with a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping marble staircase at the other. It's hard to see in the darkness, especially with no light peering in from outside. But mounted on the wall above the fireplace, a sword. There is a windmill cameo worked in the fireplace. Wood paneling shows some type of forest scene. The woman speaks. You begin to cross the threshold. He's been so hungry.
A little baby in your portrait?
Yes. He needs to eat.
I mean, yeah, of course. The newborns, they gotta eat. They're hungry. What's the problem?
He slowly begins to turn.
They're 5 foot in the ground. No, I'm just kidding.
When she faces you, see a woman that in her mid-40s, not so old, but looks very unwell. Eyes are wide, sunken into her face. Her skin is an extremely pale complexion. She stares at you with such intensity that you can't help but take a step back. You have come in perfect time.
We could have come back. It's okay. It doesn't feel that perfect. I mean, see Victor put his hands up and kind of take a couple steps back. It's all right. Another time maybe. Thank you for your hospitality.
You will not leave. And she rushes at you. The lights in the parlor go out. You are met with darkness. As she rushes at you, turns into shadow. It swirls and then goes through both of you. You feel your breaths sucked out, as if you have taken a big hit or fallen from a great height, losing your air, getting the wind knocked out of you. Last things that cross your mind. What are they? As you slowly lose consciousness, fade into black.
Nothing else other than Leona and my boy. Think of home.
Reiju, what are the last thoughts that...
Oh, goddess. That's it.
this then take us to current time.
We've just finished our fight, right?
Yep.
Yes. So, we return to present day. With Sylph, Lysa, and Ember in the catacombs beneath Durst. Creed has disappeared. he's there in spirit, but meta game he is wise preoccupied.
We send Creed to watch the entrance.
Yeah. There. Right. Oh. You have just finished your fight against the ghouls. Where Sylph was knocked down, but he is back almost to full health. And these two harrowing encounters have certainly left a mark on you. So, Sylph, you went down.
It's only a flesh wound.
It's only a flesh. All right, so you had a pretty major event happen. Getting knocked unconscious, rolling death saves. So that is going to be plus 1d6 stress. You gain 1. Fighting this monstrous worm creature, pretty harrowing, as well as the ghouls coming out of nowhere. So I'm adding 2d4 everybody. Ooh, 7. All right, so Sylph, that brings you to 8 stress. Ember and Lysa, you are both at 7.
Where's the stress sheet again?
I will be informing you of that. Lysa, yours are 19, 28, 33, and 38. So you're at 7 stress. If you get to 19, then you run the chance of getting a mental affliction. The way that you clear stress is through resting or performing certain feats that might reasonably clear stress. Such as, I don't know, like there's a locked door and you pick the lock. Like that might be a good thing that picks. I will slowly be introducing these as 19, 28, 19, 28, 33, and 38.
Okay. I'm at 7 currently.
Yep. And Ember, yours are 17, 25, 29, 34. I am putting these on the combat tracker. You should be able to see them on effects.
Oh, cool.
Which means that I know how to bring up the combat tracker. I totally do.
Yep, top right.
Top right. There we go.
Tools. Actually, that's a good point. So, Reiju, if you're unfamiliar with Fantasy Grounds, on the right side is all the menu options. You can click those to open up the little parts. The very top one, tools. You open that, you should see crossed swords. That is a combat tracker. That's like an initiative display. keep that open, I would advise. That'll give you a whole bunch of information. Then as well, your maps, on the top right menu of any image that you have, there should be a diagonal up and down arrow thing next to the X to close the window. The arrow, you can click that to put maps in the background. So then all of your stuff can be over the top of it instead of having to kind of manage a whole bunch of... Sylph, you're at 16, 16, 19, 20. Now I will get Victor and Reiju. Time is up.
Yeah, no rush. All good.
All right, so Lysa, Sylph, and Ember. You are here in the dungeon. And almost as if warning you, reminding you of bigger threats at bay, chanting can still be heard. What do you do?
Okay. Sylph is going to get up. He's going to look visibly shaken. He's going to look over to Ember and Lysa, and then he'll say, "I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Thank both of you."
Right.
Why, of course. If you're not here to take all of the hits, then they might start actually coming after me.
Yeah, I'll try to hit him harder next time. Maybe take a few more hits.
Lysa pats him on the shoulder. Yeah, you're fine. Just try to get hit less.
Thank you, Lysa.
Oh,
He will still look very sad. But now, what is my HP at?
As I recall, you got a healing potion last time, and Creed doctored you up pretty good.
Yes. Okay. I'm good. Okay, I'm at full HP. Okay. Sylph will say, "Okay, let's try to get out of this."
Can we hear where the chanting's coming from?
You're trying to listen to figure out where it's coming from, but you're really not getting a sense of direction. It's kind of like the air around you that you're breathing. It's reverberating from the walls even. It's just this incessant chanting.
So it's awful, is what you're saying.
It is
the word you're looking for is awful.
Yes. And even more discomforting is that normally you kind of put stuff in the background, like traveling, the sound of the wagon eventually kind of like fades away. This chanting never quite goes away. It's always noticed. Just when you think that you've kind of lost track of it, oh, it's there again.
All right. Well, let's pick a direction and see if we can't.
Yep.
I don't know. Put an end to this blessed chanting. Yes.
I'm gonna go down this hallway. The lighting is non-existent though right now, DM.
Yep.
I was gonna say Sylph had a torch last time, didn't he?
Have to drop your torch for the weapons.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And you're picking it back up.
Yeah.
I thought we had a hand.
Oh, Creed was using light cantrip as well.
Yeah.
He had a light on his sword.
Yep.
I can hold the torch if you want. I have a free hand.
Okay, here you go then, Lysa. Do that then.
You have to do that in here, don't you? Equipment and do stuff.
I got the torch of you, Lysa.
as close behind himself as I can, making sure he doesn't get caught again. Blade out, torch in the other hand.
Is it a magic blade Lysa is holding? Or
Well, it came out of nowhere.
Okay, just
So, probably. Seems likely.
I'm gonna move down to the left. It looks like it can be walked down.
You find stairs that can.
Is there any change in the chanting? Louder? Quieter? Or just the same?
As you begin to descend the steps, it does start to become a little clearer.
Is there like a door here in front of my character?
Nope.
Oh, this is just a dead end.
Nope. It's just dark.
Well,
there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Had to bring my light in.
Get to a landing which turns off steps going further down.
Let's go darker and darker.
All right.
Like this. Lysa is, because they've been ambushed twice now, she's being, to the best of her ability, like checking the ceiling, checking the walls, the floor. She has, the ability to see in here to some degree.
Right. Make me an intelligence investigation check in the tower, please.
Okay.
So.
Yep, working on it. So, investigation. Can I grab this little guy here and right? How do I?
And then drag it down to the little gargoyle by the row of dice on the bottom left.
Drag and drop onto that. That's the dice tower, and that should.
Yeah. What am I dragging?
Your dice. So, on your skills tab, you'll locate the button for actually making the skill check for intelligence investigation. Instead of just double clicking it, you click hold to drag it, and then you just drop that in the top.
Oh, the die over there. Okay, that works. Sure.
Right.
There we go. That's supposed to go? There we go.
Very nice.
I think that's right.
All right. You feel very confident about your checks. You're moving along, and you're keeping a good awareness of your surroundings, looking for anything off.
Okay.
The dusty stone steps descend past a landing and around a bend until they end at a cold, rectangular chamber. A thin, wafting mist clings to the ground. The wooden cross beams that support the ceiling groan beneath the weight of the house and underground complex above. Filth. Lysa. Ember. You just pan to the east, directly to the right. The walls. Yeah. If you select your token, you will be able to see what they see. Don't have them selected at my.
Okay, thanks.
Everyone have their token found?
Yeah.
Gotta figure it out. Give me a second. Uh-oh, wait. Is it a different map?
Nope, it's the same map. If you
Nope,
go
okay,
to your
got it.
character sheet and click on your portrait on the top left, and then click that open token linked map, I think it might center you.
I was able to get it. I was just being a little silly about it.
Got it. All right, so walking down the steps. The walls of the room beneath are cut with small chiseled alcoves, each holding a strange, ghastly trinket or relic. The corridor with a sagging ceiling exits the chamber and bends out of sight to the right. Past it, you can see a stone slope that descends into black. The ghostly chant you've heard since entering the basement is strongest here. It seems to be emanating from the other side of a rusted, closed portcullis. Finally, you can start to understand the words. Over and over again in a ceaseless refrain, they say, "He is the ancient. He is the land."
Oh yeah, here's the trinkets. Again, checking ceilings. Just really careful here.
Not finding anything that gives you pause. Nothing of concern. Also nothing secret door or anything like that. Anything that...
Nothing of concern, but nothing of reassurance either.
Yeah. As you look around, these trophies catch your eye. Just to your left, Lysa, is a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. Before Sylph, to his left, is a knife carved from what looks like human bone.
Lovely. Is that a box behind me?
Yep. There's a small wooden coffer. It is opened to display a large withered tongue.
Ugh. Hey. Terrible. Just body parts and awful things everywhere, boys.
To your
Of
north
this.
is a shrunken, shriveled head of some humanoid. To your west is an iron pendant adorned with a devil's face.
Okay. I don't know what the purpose of these are. The way they're laid out here suggests they're probably ritual items. I don't know much about this sort of thing.
To your right is a 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy, its arms crossed over its chest.
Mummy. These may mean something to somebody, but I'm not getting it. Any ideas, Emperor? You're the smart one.
I'm not entirely versed on the occult, but I mean, given the way they're displayed, I imagine they're trophies of some kind.
Think trophies or ritual components?
Do they look like ritual components, tNomad?
Make me an intelligence investigation.
That is a very bright dice.
Oh,
You
yeah,
think
I love 'em.
that these are trophies? Absolutely.
From their victims, okay.
Yeah, they don't seem to bear any arcane significance.
Thing to the left of Sylph. What is that again, DM?
So one right here is a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel. The one to your right is an 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from, looks like might be an eye.
Oh, does the eye look familiar? Or can I tell what species it's from?
Make me an intelligence arcana check.
Well, I'm cooked. Let's see. Oh man, where are the skills tab? Skills. Oh, there we go. Massive. I be knowing.
That's a Nothic eye. Nothic is...
Oh shit. Yeah, I know this, okay.
kind of thing. Consumed by their thirst for forbidden knowledge, Nothics are cursed lore seekers transformed by secrets never meant to be. The bodies of these former scholars are warped into otherworldly shapes, each with a head dominated by one gigantic, unblinking eye. Nothics remember nothing of their past lives and care only for their endless pursuit of hidden mysteries and uncanny truths. They seek revelations amid the rubble of forgotten ruins. They use their supernatural sight to pierce magical deceptions, rot the flesh of enemies, and steal the secrets of those who interrupt their investigations. Some Nothics seek to end the curse that warped them into their bizarre form. Many are unaware of or uninterested in transformation.
Sif is gonna lean over to this table and he's gonna say, This is a Nothic eye. I've heard tale of these from hunting birdies. This is a sign that scholars were here at one point, studying, doing something.
Well, I don't think they were studying anything good.
He's going to also wave over to Ember and he's gonna say, I'm not experienced with the arcane, but I hear they are valuable to those who practice. Ember?
I think Ember will just pick it up. I'll just stare at it for a minute.
Place your hands bravely to pick up the object, this trophy. Everyone else perhaps kind of looking at you wide-eyed like, what the hell are you doing? Touch that.
Gross.
But nothing happened.
Oh, Sif doesn't mind.
You pick it up, look at it. Yeah, it's definitely Gothic. Varnished, so it's kind of preserved in a way. But you don't feel anything magical coming from it. All of these objects have some sort of significance, but you think the significance is pretty specific to the people who put them here. Not a general significance, but a very specific cult. A meaning that only they know.
I think Ember will just sort of tuck it into his pack, because being what it is, it has its own significance to him.
Right.
And also, we're the barbarian, the wizard, and the warlock. Of course, we're gonna touch stuff.
Speak for yourself. I'm scared of everything. Also, everything's gross.
Are there any other trophies that would stick out?
So there is a folded cloak made from what looks like skin, but the skin seems inhuman. There's a desiccated frog lashed to a stick. A bag full droppings. Ember, you think this probably bat guan. There's a severed finger from a humanoid-like thing, but yet you get the distinct impression that it's not human. Some type of creature. Much too long, gnarled, and bony.
Like it. This is all very gross and interesting in a terrible way, but if we don't stop this chanting, I'm going to burn this entire place down.
100 degree more.
Filth. This tunnel is blocked by a rusty iron portcullis, the floor of which is submerged beneath 2 feet of dark, murky water that sloshes around your calves and boots. Beyond the portcullis's iron bars, you can make out the dark outline of a half-submerged chamber, a raised stone dais, and a thick cloud roiling.
Okay. How
Can't go
old?
through that way.
How old does the gate look?
It looks quite old.
Or no, let me be more specific. How fragile does it look?
Yeah. Make me a intelligence investigation.
Okay. Okay. big two. Okay,
You could break it. I mean, come on,
yeah,
man.
I'm
You
gonna
can
strike
break
it. Yeah, I'm gonna strike it.
All right.
And I'm going to very quickly say, all right, give me some space, but not enough time for you guys to tell me don't be a barbarian. Okay. Where's my thingy? This is it, right? Open up the wrong. Yeah, it is it. I was on the ability tabs. Okay. No. Okay. Oops.
You know that's gonna make a lot of noise, right? Never mind.
Yep.
You swing your great sword, ready to just break through. But as it connects with the iron, it just rings out a high-pitched... What's the word?
Ding.
Uncomfortable tone. And your great sword kind of jams in your arms. Your elbows are locked a little bit. You are unable to break through.
Oh, can I attack recklessly outside of rage?
Can you what?
Can I attack recklessly outside of rage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that for next time. Okay, we already went through it. I always forget I can do that. Okay, Sif will look over to Lysa and he say, "What did you say? I didn't hear you."
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
The damage is done.
It's like, my bad. I should have been faster. If you're trying to keep a leash on a barbarian, you got to be quick on the draw.
Okay, gotta keep moving forward.
Nice and easy. Check your corners.
Yep. Sword first, around each corner.
Yep. Like
The sound of clinking chains melds with a quiet, near imperceptible rustling as you round the bend into a long, darkened dungeon. Rusted shackles hang patiently from the walls as if waiting to bite into prisoners' flesh once more.
I don't like it. A little too familiar for my liking, honestly.
Oh, too familiar. Thought I had rough. Whoa!
That's a person.
As you get to the end, you see two figures in the shadows, slumped down, ground, unmoving. They do not stir at your approach.
Sylphus is gonna jump back a little bit at first, but then he's gonna say, well, these guys look way more alive than everything else in this godforsaken place.
Do a closer look. Not touching, but kind of like, compared to the rest of the things we've run into here, these things seem alive, yeah?
They absolutely do.
That's a first. And they're locked in here. Or, actually, their cells, they weren't locked?
They're not cells that in the sense that there's like doors to open. They're just open cells, and there's shackles like driven by chains into the wall. Neither of them are shackled, however. They're just like sleeping, it looks like. Do you stir any of them?
Well, that depends. Lysa gets close to this one and gets, I'm guessing, a good enough look at her, given that she's the one holding the torch, that she can see who this is or what this is.
You see a kindred. That is a drow.
So Lysa drops the torch, lets out a squeaking little eek sound, and backs away all the way until she hits the wall.
This is a very noticeable moment to you, Sylph and Ember. It is like Lysa has seen a ghost. The look on her face is something that you won't be able to erase from your memories for a long time.
She is holding a blade out in front of her, in between herself and the sleeping drow, and is just wide-eyed, panicked.
Ember will kind of just peek around the corner. You're good, love. Just...
Hello.
She bites you?
Back.
Awesome.
If it happens
Sorry,
again, I
what
will
did Ember say?
tackle.
You're good. She bites you or something?
No, I thought I didn't think they could get here. I thought I was far away.
To be fair, I'm not sure how anybody gets here, but is there a problem?
You're right, Lysa. Are they trouble?
She's trying to pull herself together. What do you think, Nomad? Wiz save?
Yeah, you can just roleplay it, or you can use the dice to say.
I'm just kind of
I
curious.
would say
Yeah.
charisma save kind of makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
Your power of will,
Okay.
strength of character.
All right. So then I'm just gonna RP it if it's charisma. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yeah, it takes her a couple of seconds, but then she just she feels the weight of the weapon in her hand. She knows that she's not a victim. She has power now. She's like, no, I'm fine. Fine. Go ahead. Wake them up. Let's see what they're about.
Ember will cast Mage Hand and will just sort of, using the Mage Hand, tap the drow figure on the face a few times, trying to rouse them.
Yeah, poke.
Right. Reiju. You are stuck in a black void, unconscious. Till suddenly, as if being awoken from a deep slumber, you feel a hand tapping you on the side of the face. Then it all floods back to you. The woman turned into shadow, your breath being knocked out of you, the house. You open your eyes, you see cold, dark walls. Looks like a prison. 3 figures looking down at you from above.
She stirs slowly. Kind of like her head tilts a little bit, and then her eyes reveal her emerald irises, fear stricken into her, and she kind of backs even further into the corner. What? Oh no. Who? Where? This is not where I was before. Who?
Sif is gonna get down on his knees once he sees how panicked you are. Put his greatsword to the side. He's gonna say, "We're also unwelcome guests here. We just want to know, can you tell us anything about how you got here, or the conditions, or who put you here? Did anybody attack you?"
Yes. No, wait. Oh, jeez, Victor. Oh, Victor.
There's a guy right over there.
There is currently a spectral hand patting his face.
Right, same with you, Victor. You are awoken, deep slumber. Feeling of a hand bringing you back to the present moment and the memories that come with it. It's a nightmare that you found yourself.
Just hear Victor basically have the same experience. Just what? Where are we? Who are you?
Victor, can you hear me?
Yeah. You all right?
A little shaken. We entered a house, getting away from the mist. And
yes, we're underneath that house right now. Any idea how you got here?
we were just coming through the foyer. We saw the
So far, it
painting,
just feels like bad luck. Yeah.
and we met a woman. She was strange, and she turned into darkness.
Not the most gracious host I've ever encountered. Who are all y'all? What are we doing here?
Sif will look over to Lysa and Ember and he'll say, "Shall we free them now?"
I mean, they can stand. I think they're...
You say, Nomad, you said they're not chained, correct?
Oh.
Correct.
Oh, my bad. I thought I...
Yep,
My
they
bad.
were. They were just slumped down on the floor.
My bad. I thought the chaining was in reference to...
Okay.
Oh, well,
We're just fellow trapped people. Although she's definitely keeping an eye on the drow.
Hello. My name is Reju. And my recent companion, we literally only just met, but Victor, he's very loud. I personally, she kind of looks down at her clothes. Is she still in her cloak and her vestments?
Yes. You have all of your items, your equipment, and everything is still intact. Nothing's been touched. It's like you've just blacked out and awoken here.
She stands up against the wall, just kind of gathering herself, and then with a calm grace, she bows her head and says, "I am a monastic learner. And she just kind of like reaches for her waistband, and she flips over a sash that shows her teachings on the inside. I study the light.
You study the light.
Yes, moonlight, sunlight, they are one and the same.
It's fascinating. I feel like she's telling the truth.
You can either roleplay it, or we could do opposed insight and checks, or not decide.
I'm gonna do an insight check
All
because
right,
I
roll.
want the opportunity to read her wrong.
Got it. Roll a wisdom insight check, please. Then raise you. You can just respond appropriately, or you can make a check of yourself.
Okay.
We'll figure out what. All right. What might Lysa be getting from you with a 5 in?
The DC was 0. There is no lie. I was orphaned and raised in a monastery.
Where?
Kind of looks at you and
On the surface?
Yes. Wait. Why do you say it like that? She kind of tilts her head. I was like,
And then she says in undercommon, so you weren't raised by your kin at all.
what language is that?
Again, I'm gonna roll another insight just because Lysa's gonna be a little bitch about this. Cheating, closing it. There it is. So, gotta be better than a 4 this time, right? Slightly. Well, there are little texts that you can look for. You know, when people recognize words that they don't always show, and Lysa doesn't see any of those, I don't think. So she's just.
Sylph will step in and say, Lysa, it seems as though this one does not speak Undercommon.
So it seems.
We need all the allies we can get right now, Lysa. I've had few encounters with the drow kind. Some good, some bad.
She raises a hand. It's like, I'm sorry you've had to deal with that. I understand some of the stigma that comes with my race, as I've experienced it in my travels. But rest assured, I am not them.
Well, as you say, we have no shortage of need when it comes to companions. So.
She'll nod. Very well.
Welcome. Welcome aboard,
And also, Victor, very nice to meet you. Sorry, was a bit rude. Had a bit of a start there.
No harm, no foul, friend. Thanks for pulling us out of whatever the hells it was that we were in.
Elf.
Do you know
Without...
what or where we are exactly?
Ember, you said you thought we were in a domain of dread?
Yes. We seem to be in a sort of space between spaces that usually they're not so pleasant.
The space between spaces.
Like extraplanar.
That. I'm glad somebody understands.
Feels like a lot to unpack.
It's a vague understanding. I'll leave it at that.
I understood it. It's like we're in like a basement of sorts. Easy.
Looks around. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would like to not be here anymore. Does anybody in this group have a particular proclivity to staying in this exact area, or would you all like to find a way the fuck out of here?
I'm much more inclined to the latter.
There's no ladder here. Only walking.
I couldn't help but notice the doors latched themselves when we entered.
Yes, it was the same for us.
That's suspicious. It did not latch for us when we got here.
The
No, it
front
did.
door?
Or the front? It did?
Yep.
Yeah, the
It
front
shut
door.
on you.
We were unable to leave once we had entered the house.
I could have sworn my character tried to push the door open and it opened. Was that a different door? Then it must have been a different door. I thought it. Okay.
Different
my
door.
bad.
That was
My
your
bad, my
other
bad.
Curse of Strahd campaign. Yeah.
I mean,
That
it
was easy.
definitely did Spooky House 101 on us with the door.
That was easy 101. Alright. I shall defer to your judgment of caution.
You should both know we've already been in a couple of pitched fights, and there are ravenous, flesh-eating ghouls and unspeakable monstrosities in this place.
So the undead are involved.
Yes.
Perfect. My specialty.
Oh, good. You can stand in front between me and them.
Looks at your stout figure. Is like, I'll walk with
Okay.
you, not in front
I think
of
we
you.
need to do some descriptions here.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
true,
go ahead.
true.
Lysithera is 5'3" and is a dancer and built like a dancer and dressed in a dancer's costume. Stout is not the word.
Sif is 5'6". He holds a great sword that's about as tall as him. He has light blue hair, and his eyes are light blue. He has a little white strip down the front of his face, and he only is wearing like a little light jacket.
Looking at a woman wearing literally just cloth and wraps, and maybe some shimmery cloth as well.
Ember is 2'4". In the almost an exact opposite of Victor, he is very ostentatiously dressed. Everything is like fine material, and his hair, quote unquote, is actual fire. He is not talking to an owl this time.
I was wondering where that light came from. I couldn't see you properly. You're around the corner.
Sif will offer a jacket to Raja. His jacket to Raja if she chooses to take.
No, I am not cold. Thank you. But
And
the
this-
offer is.
This is when you, Victor, and Reju notice the chanting.
What
Y'all
is
hear that?
noise?
He
Oh, yeah.
is the ancient. He is the land. Over and over and
That's gonna get old pretty quick. Anyone know how to turn that off?
Yes, it's quite incessant. We were actually looking for that when we found the two of you.
Ember.
The ghouls we found were behaving in a similar fashion.
Ghouls. You found ghouls down here?
Yes.
Like the
They-
fleshy,
found
spooky
those.
things?
Well, yes.
Those aren't real. Those are
Sylph can show you the
children's
scars.
spook tales. You fought real ones?
She walks over to Sylph and just like pokes his pec. There's a bite mark.
Ow.
Shit.
Stop it. Yes, they're real, and they found us. Or me.
Ember, did you mentioned a realm of dread? Yes.
Yeah, I've studied these a bit. They seem to, I don't know if feed on is the right word, but envelop dread as a primary theme.
He is the land. Hmm.
I don't know. I wonder if they're talking about the Dreadlord.
Through various findings throughout the house, I believe the master of this one might be named